The average man is broke from doing a job he hates. The average man is unfit and unhealthy from the lack of energy and motivation to go to the gym. The average man is in an unfulfilling relationship because he jumped at the first opportunity when a woman gave him the slightest bit of attention. The average man will tell you that your teens and your early 20s are the best years of your life and you should make the most of them. Go party, go do whatever you want, travel the world, spend loads of money, because after this life gets shit. It's full of responsibilities. You can't go out as much as you used to. You've got kids, you've got bills to pay. Life is just not worth living anymore after this stage. You might think this is a bit of an extreme example. However, I just want you to go out, go into the real world, go out right now and speak to an average person on the street, and they will probably tell you the exact same thing. It's funny because I actually scripted this video a couple of days ago, and I bumped into someone the other day because I do work at a university part-time, and they told me that it must be fun being a student, like I wish I could be a student. I was like, nah, it's not really that good, to be honest. And she was like, oh no, they're the best years of your life. You won't be saying this in a few years because your life will be bad and you'll have lots of responsibilities, you'll have bills, you won't be having as much fun and freedom as you once have as a student. And I kind of just like looked and just laughed, really, because I just know that this is not going to be the case if you actually put the work in as a man. And I've made countless videos as to why this is kind of the average man, not even just in the UK, throughout the world. And this is mainly due to the impacts of modern technology and convenience, which I'm not going to speak about too heavily because I've made countless videos on them, and that's not what I want to talk about in this video. I want to make this video as motivation for you to just go out there and crush all the competition, because it has never been easier for you to do this in this modern generation of weak men out there who are, as the title of this video, lazy and unambitious. I've learned personally, in my experience, that one of the biggest indicators to how successful you're going to be is the momentum you have. Take my life, for example. Starting the gym by just going every single day when I didn't feel like it, it's now become easy for me to just do this and probably do this for the rest of my life. It doesn't even cross my mind. It doesn't feel like a challenge to me to go to the gym anymore. It's just what I do, and if I don't do it, I feel like I'm missing out. I'm not doing something with my day that it should just be ticked off. It's just one of those things I do. It's just the same as eating. It's just the same as going to sleep. It's just one of those things that just gets done. Working on this YouTube channel pretty much every day, posting content, making content, thinking of ideas. I do it every single day. I don't see results. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I do it because I've just learned to become disciplined, and that is another key indicator of success, which I'm not going to speak too much about because I've spoken about that heavily too. Another one, put myself in a lot of social situations when it would have been a lot more comfortable for me to just not go into those situations at all. I could have easily had the mindset of, I'm a shy kid, I'm introverted, I don't like social situations, and just not even tried. But I did it anyway because I wanted to become that person, and I knew that I wouldn't get to where I want to be without it. And I'm an example, which probably a lot of people don't like, of someone who's had to work significantly on my self-improvement journey to get to where I want to be. And I've had a lot of obstacles in my path to get to where I want to be, and there's still a lot in my way. Don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but people probably see that, and they're probably in easier circumstances than me, and they haven't done that. And this is kind of where they probably maybe don't like what I say, and they don't like that I've done it because they don't want to see other people succeed. But that is just, it is life, and you will get those people. But I don't want you to be part of that bracket of people who are lazy, unambitious, jealous, not attractive to women. You don't want to be part of these people. But for me, I was part of that bracket. I was in that bracket for the majority of my life. I was that kid in school who did okay. I got okay grades. My reports would read, could do better, could try harder, shy kid, doesn't speak, could do better. I did enough to get by. Up until around the age of 20, I would say I just absolutely coasted through life. I did my GCSEs, like I said. I went to college. I did sports because I loved the footy, didn't I? So I thought, well, what else am I going to do? I didn't want to do more. I didn't want to do proper A levels because that's just GCSEs over and again, and it's just harder. So why would I want to do that? So sport, I can do football. I can play sports. I didn't know what to do. Who does, to be honest? And I don't really expect you, if you are that type of age, to know exactly what you want to do, because as I'm making clear, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. I then thought, this is probably not what I want to do. Within a few months, I thought, maybe I should do an apprenticeship. Maybe I should do that. I could earn some money. However, that sounds like quite a lot of hard work, doesn't it? I have to work a full-time job. I have to get up, 9 to 5 job every single day. You're getting paid, apprenticeship rates are ridiculously low. You get paid £3, £4, £5 an hour if you're lucky to start. It's like a base level of an apprenticeship in the UK for like a 16, 17 year old. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. And then I kind of just coasted through the first year of college, and it was like a 2-year course. And then I was like, right, okay, well, what am I going to do? And obviously they want you to go to university. It looks good for them if you go to university. So I fell perfectly into that trap. I'm like, well, why don't you go to uni? Wasn't too sure about it, but I was like, okay, I'll just do something to do with sport. I was going to do like sports business or some bullshit like that, which would have just got me absolutely nowhere in life. So I was like, right, I better get better grades if I want to get into uni, because that's really important. I need to get better grades, and I did. Every single module in my second year I got a distinction in, which is the equivalent to like an A at A level, whereas in the first year all I did was scrape by with passes. So that proved that I didn't even work that hard either, but it just, with a bit of application and a slight bit of discipline, not even much, I managed to do it. But it was probably around this time I realised that something needed to change. If I wanted to live a better life, I started to want a bit more from life. I got a bit of mental clarity of kind of where I want to be, what I want it to look like. And I never personally, even from a young age, really saw myself living that kind of normal job. I saw people do their 9 to 5 jobs, come home, be depressed, do the same shit every single day. I always thought that was not a life for me, and I still kind of went down these rabbit holes that were just getting me nowhere, doing shit courses at college, going to uni when it was so evidently clear that it was not right for me. And then it got to a point a year ago where I started this channel and kind of realised my purpose, what I actually wanted to do with my life. But that's not what I want to tell you about in this video. As hard as it is to start, you just have to take one step at a time. And I realised that you can't do everything at once. You wanna build the money, you want to build the physique, you want to become an all-round guy, but it is kind of something you have to do in stages of your life. And I honestly believe for a normal guy with normal circumstances like you and I, if you have the luxury of being able to watch this video, you are probably a normal guy. You don't really have any extreme circumstances in your life. Maybe you have some life events that are going on, but realistically there's nothing crazy in your life. You're not living in a slum, or you're not from a ridiculously poor upbringing or something like that. I do believe with 3 to 5 years of consistent hard work and discipline, you could probably achieve your dream life. I mean, everyone has different dreams. You might be like, oh, well, I want 20 supercars and I want the mansions. I mean, I'm not talking about that level, because I think that's very superficial, and I don't think that's something you should be striving for from life. But a realistic life that is fulfilling for you, where you don't have to do a job that you hate. You've got good people around you. You're maybe work in a business, you've got a good body, you've built yourself up socially, you're happy with where you are in life, and this is what kind of where you want it to be. I do believe that is possible with probably 3 years, maximum of 5 years, if you just cut out all the bullshit that everyone else is doing. One of my best pieces of advice that I've told you about in multiple videos is just stop doing the same stuff as everyone else. You've got to remember that you see all these people out here who are doing stuff and you think, oh, well, I'm missing out because I'm not doing that. But at the end of the day, they're living normal lives. And if you do the same thing as everyone else, you obviously are going to end up with the same life circumstances as them. You will never live an extraordinary life. And people have a go at me for this, but at the end of the day, you wouldn't be watching my videos if you didn't want a bit more from life, or at least had that curiosity. So you have to bear this in mind. When everyone else is out getting drunk on the weekend, when everyone else is getting a mortgage, settling down young when they don't really know what they want, you've got to remember that they are going to live an average life, and they're the people who aren't watching my videos because they're content with that, and that's fine. But like I say, you wouldn't be doing that. So just get off social media, meditate on exactly where you want to be in life, and then go and execute on that plan every single day. It doesn't have to be working 20 hours a day or anything ridiculous like that, as some experts, gurus try and tell you, because they probably don't even do that themselves anyway. They just do it to try and make it sound like they're just grinding, when it's not a good way to live, particularly holistically. And I truly want you to succeed, and I know what is possible from my own life and just the progress I've made over the last year and a half, 2 years on my self-improvement journey. And I know you can do it, and I just think it's a shame, even from my own perspective, to see myself grow old and not living up to my true potential, because there's been many occasions where I've known that I'm not living up to my true potential. I'm wasting time, I'm doing stuff that's taking me further away from where I want to be, and I know it's bullshit, and I'm just getting frustrated. I feel guilt and shame towards myself, and I just don't want you to feel the same as me. And if just one person kind of takes something from this video, is that I don't want you to see yourself grow older and not realizing your true potential. So yeah, I hope you can just take some time away from just doing that kind of normal people life of just wasting time, spending time on social media, getting drunk all the time, not having any clarity on where they want to be, doing unfulfilling work. And yeah, I hope that's kind of message has resonated with you. If it hasn't, then maybe we can get more clarity in that, and I'll leave a link below if you want to work one-on-one, where we can work on your vision and your goals. But if not, then I wish you all the best, and I hope this video has been really helpful for you and making you realize that the bar is set so low by society, and it really does not take you a lot to rise above that. But yeah, if you could like and subscribe, it would mean a lot, and I really hope this video has helped you. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day.